Namaste. Welcome to this global online Ramlila festival. It's the first of its kind in the world. It's going to bring together countries from around the world to perform Ramlila, this Ram Katha, as told in two styles. You'll see the dramatic theatrical style or the Natya Dharmi style, and then you'll see the Lokadharmi style, Maidani, in the open air. The last one is a kind of very old style of performing that's still present in countries like Trinidad, Suriname and Fiji, and in many parts of North India. So this is the first of its kind in the world. And because of the COVID-19, many places will be unable to perform the Leelas they normally do. So Ayodhya Research Institute has decided to put together videos from the different parts of the world where they perform the Ramlila and to showcase for you the different styles. The Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts will also be joining with the Ayodhya Research Institute in sharing their archives of different performances that they have recorded across India, Southeast Asia, and even Russia. So I invite you to enjoy this festival for nearly 30 days.
रामायण सतकोट या पारा। रामायण कितने रूपों में कहाँ कैसे विस्तारित है, अयोध्या शोध संस्थान से शोध करते हुए जो निष्कर्ष मिल रहे हैं वो अत्यंत आश्चर्यजनक हैं। कलिंग युद्ध के बाद पहली बार भारतीय संस्कृति का माइग्रेशन दूसरे देशों में हुआ। अगर आप भारत के नक्शे को ध्यान से देखें तो जो पूर्वी तट है हमारा, उड़ीसा, तमिल और आंध्र प्रदेश, पश्चिम बंगाल, वहाँ से जो कला हमारी कलिंग युद्ध के बाद 200-300 ईस्वी पूर्व से जो विस्तार हुआ, तो साउथ ईस्ट एशिया में वो सारे कला रूप हमें मिलते हैं।
भारत के हर राज्य में, हर भाषा में रामलीला का आयोजन होता है और दुनिया के अंदर भी लगभग हर भाषा में, हर देश के अंदर रामलीला का मंचन किसी न किसी रूप में होता है।
राम सब जगह है, राम सबके। इसलिए राम भारत की अनेकता में एकता के सूत्र है। साथियों, दुनिया में कितने ही देश राम के नाम का वंदन करते हैं। वहां के नागरिक खुद को श्री राम से जुड़ा हुआ मानते हैं। विश्व की सर्वाधिक मुस्लिम जनसंख्या जिस देश में है वो है इंडोनेशिया। वहां हमारे देश की तरह काकाविन रामायण, स्वर्णदीप रामायण, योगेश्वर रामायण जैसी कई अनूठी रामायण, राम आज भी वहां पूजनीय है। कंबोडिया में रमकेर रामायण है, लाओ में तालाब रामायण है, मलेशिया में हिकायत शेरी राम, तो थाईलैंड में रामाकेन है। आपको ईरान और चीन में भी राम के प्रसंग तथा राम कथाओं का विवरण मिलेगा।
हरि ओम। श्री गणेशाय नमः, श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः, श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओम यम ब्रह्मा वेदांत विदो वदन्ते परम प्रधान पुरुषं तथान्ये विष्णुर्गते कारणम् ईश्वरं वा तस्मै नमो विघ्न विनाशनाय वीणाधरे विपुलमङ्गलदानशीले भक्तार्तिनाशिनि विरनचि हरीश वन्दे कीर्तिप्रदे अखिल मनोरथ दे महारही विद्याप्रदायिनि सरस्वती नौमि नित्यम् ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वर गुरुर साक्षात् परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः नीलांबुज श्यामल कोमलांगम सीता समार्पित वाम भागम पानो महाशायक चारुचापम नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम् ओम राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम ततुल्यं श्रीराम नाम वरानने रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतिये नमः हे रमा पुरुषोत्तम नरहरि नारायण केशव गोविंदा गरुड़ध्वज गुणनिधे तमोत्तरा माधवा हे कृष्णा कमलापति यदुपति सीतापति श्रीपते वैकुंठाधिपते चराचरपते लक्ष्मीपते पाहि मम ओम वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानंदं कृष्ण वंदे जगद्गुरु ओम नागेंद्रहराय त्रिलोचनाय भाष्यमांगरकाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्ध्याय दिगंबराय तस्मै नकराय नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्रे स्वः स्वधा नमोस्तुते कथा आरंभ होत भई सुनो वीर हनुमान आई के आसन लीजिए सखा सहित भगवान कबीर रूपे गदाहस्ते सर्वराक्षस मर्दनम आवहनं कर्म वीरं सर्वनुरत सिद्धि प्रदम ओम मनुजवं मारुत तुल्य वेगं जीतेन्द्रिय बुद्धिमातं वरिष्ठमं वतात्मजं वानरयुतमोक्यं श्री रामदूतं श्री नमामि श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रजा निज मन मुकुर सुधार वरनो रघुवर विमल यश जो दायक फल चार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या मोहि हर भूकलेश विकार सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम नाथ मम संकट हरो हरि।
Sitaram again. The first Ramlila in Sangrandi was held in 1958, and this went on for 5 years. Before that, there were Ramleelas in the various sugar estates and cocoa estates that were held, but the first formal one on record was in 1958. The Sangre Grande Ramleela Committee was founded in 1990 under the auspices of the Santnagar Ramayana and Chautal Gol and the Santnagar Hindu Temple. It became an independent group that same year and was registered as a branch of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha. It held its first Ramleela in 1991. That same year, the Sangre Grande Ramleela Committee was also instrumental in the formation of the National Ramleela Council of Trinidad and Tobago. This was done under the aegis of the Mahasabha, and a few years later, the organization, that is the National Ramleela Council, delinked itself from the Mahasabha and became an independent organization in 1995. At the time when the organization was founded in 1991, there were 10 Ramleela groups in the country, including the Sangre Grande Ramleela Committee. Since then, Ramleela has continued to spread throughout the country, and a lot of credit has to be given to the National Ramleela Council for spreading Ramleela throughout the country. And today, there are over 37 groups performing Ramleela, different types. There are two types of Ramleela in Trinidad: the Maidan or the open air Ramleela, and the Ramleela or the stage Ramleela, which is generally referred to as the Ram Katha. The Sangre Grande Ramleela Committee performs the open field Ramleela, what is called open air Ramleela, and has been doing so for the last 30 years or so. During this time, the organization has also been able to spread Ramleela on its own through assisting the formation of other Ramleela groups, such as the Rio Claro Ramleela Group, the Kelly Village or Harlem Ramleela Group, and also assisted with the upgrade of Ramleela at the Tunapuna Ramleela Group. So this group, the Sangre Grande Ramleela Committee, has been doing its part to assist in the spreading of Ramleela, upgrading Ramleela, and has also been sharing its skills with other Ramleela groups throughout the country. The Maidan or the open air Ramleela requires a lot of props, a lot of costumes, stage at the middle of the ground, and other paraphernalia, including the effigy of Ravan and the palaces of Ram and Ravan. So the members of the cast, the members of the group, are the ones who build all the props, they build all they do all the costumes, and they build the effigy of Ravan, which is over 60 feet tall. The narrator for the Ramleela is Pandit Bhavanath, who has been doing that job from the inception of Ramleela. He guides the drama, he recites the relevant chaupais from the Holy Ramayana, and he's also the official Pandit of the group who performs the puja at the beginning and the closing of the Ramleela celebrations. In 2015, the Sangre Grande Ramleela Committee celebrated 25 years as a Ramleela group. And to mark that occasion, the committee decided to produce a book documenting the history of Ramlila. I was selected as the author of that book, and that book was written and delivered to the committee in 2015. There was a huge launch, a grand launch of the book at Sangre Grande and also at the Diwali Nagar that year. And the book is now on sale on Amazon and on bookstores throughout the country. It is the only Ramlila group in the world, as far as I can tell, that has documented its history in the form of a book. And it's a book that is available for everyone. Thank you.
Sitaram, I am Pandit Bhavanath Maharaj of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee of the town of Sangre Grande, Trinidad, West Indies. And on behalf of the committee, I'm very, very happy and pleased to be part of this discussion, updating activities of our group. Ramlila was brought across by our forefathers when they came here in 1845 as part of their heritage, their culture, their tradition. And since then, it has been practiced, and up till today, it is very, very active. It is based on the Holy Scripture, which is the Sri Ramcharitamanas or the Holy Ramayana. And it is an open-air theatre. It's the only occasion, in fact, of open-air theatre, but it's of a religious nature. And since it's of a religious nature, certain disciplines are necessary in the carrying out of same. For instance, when we organize for Ramlila in Trinidad, our players, mainly as the main players, fasting immediately begins from the day that we cut our bamboo to begin the construction of the effigy of Ravan. This signals the commencement of Ramlila. Worship to the earth is done, worship to the Stan Devata is done also. And even when the bamboo is cut and brought, even certain prayers and invocation mantras take place before the official commencement of the effigy of Ravan. However, this is done before the Pitra Paksh period, because in Pitra Paksh is not going to start anything auspicious. But since we cut before, we can go through the period. So the fasting commences from the day that we cut our bamboo, and it continues until after the end of Ramlila, because soon after Ramlila is Diwali, and then we have Kartik Snan, and most players continue their fast till then. Even to on the ground, when the area that where the playing arena where the Ramlila will take place, consecration of that ground has to take place. Stan Devata is worship, Dharati Devi is worship, because they are playing on the ground of that playing field. And so on that the first day of the Navratri period, the ground is consecrated with worship to the various divinities, and it is sanctified, and the sanctity of the ground is maintained from then on. So it is a religious drama, not just open air theatre. And because of that, we consider it to be a Mahayagya. And because of this nature, all the religious observances and disciplines are necessary in preparation for same. At the beginning of the Ramlila, every day, we also have invocation mantras. We have Arati, we have offering of Prasad in the city of Ayodhya. General invocation is also done. Before the beginning of the reading of the Sri Ramcharitamanas, invocation mantras are also done. Praises to all the divinities with main focus on Sri Ram. At the end of each day's play, you also have again closing prayers, mantras, and so on. At the end of the Ramlila itself also, the players gather again once more, and there we sit and we perform puja to the various divinities, main focus being on Sri Ram, as we close our Ramlila for that particular year. So let us be reminded in Trinidad, in our committee, we observe it not just as a Lokmaya theatre, but a divine drama of the Lord. Bhagwan, the word Ram means Shri Ram, and Leela are his sportive activities. The earth has been the stage where when the Lord took avatar upon the certain age of Treta, the actions he performed, the pathways he treaded, the teachings he left, these is what is called his Leela, which is called Ram Leela in this respect. So we are very happy to be part of this program. Since it has so many values that are taught in Ram Leela, we thought of not only keeping it ourselves, but we have been to various communities to help to organize and to teach Ram Leela to these communities. Because in Trinidad, the most widely read script here is the Sri Ramcharitmanas, or the Holy Ramayana. And due to the Ram Leela, children become more informed and even more knowledgeable pertaining to the Ramayana. We have moved to various areas like Rio Claro in southeast Trinidad, to Caroni, to Tunapuna, and we are always ready that any community that wants to begin or start a Ram Leela, we go there to help them, that they will carry it on afterwards. So we don't also look at just taking part of it, but promoting our culture and our dharma. Okay? Ram Leela again is very, very prevalent now than before. Even all Hindu schools in Trinidad, they do some aspect of Ram Leela every year. So as I said, the main scripture, the most treasured scripture in our country is the Sri Ramcharitmanas, based by Sant Mahatma Tulsidas Maharaj. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be on this program with you.
Turata sakala Rama, turata sakala Logana Padajaho, Ashana Ujit Devi Sabakaho. Oh, my princes, I have invited you to come to this Swayambar. This is my daughter Sita, my queen Sunaina. I have this divine bow of Lord Shiva before me and before you. I want to declare this Swayambar open. Any of you who can vie for the hand, who wants the hand of Sita, and you can break this, lift this bow, string this bow, and break this bow, Sita will be yours. I now declare this Swayambar open. In the heavenly sphere above, celestials are looking down from the aerial cars. In Janakapur, as the body is the Swayambar, this great sacrifice, sacrifice is about to take place. Yes, some friends devotees tries, but Lord behold, he cannot even stay at the distance of a mustard seed. Others are saying, what is this about this bow? I can break this bow. Sita, you are going to be mine. But what is happening here? None is able to do it. None is able to do it. On devotees, the world has spread across the globe. There is a great contest, a beautiful damsel. He can win her hand. All what he tried at that time, Parasur was on his way. Parasur hearing that a girl's hand is at stake. I am going to win her, that daughter of a King Janak. What happened if princes are scared when beholding him? Going of his meteor, a great devotee of Lord Shiva himself, and he looks at Sita. Oh Sita, today I am going to take you with me, you will be my queen. You will be my queen. Huh? This bow, I'm going to break this bow. What is this bow about? A simple bow? I will break it and take you with me. Janak, look out, you will be my father-in-law. Janak is worried. Oh Lord of providence, please, let it not be, let it not be. And Parasur looks at the bow. Whilst the devotees, with all the ego in him, all the strength and power that he has, this old bow they are speaking about, nobody can lift it. Look at me, look at me. And princes and devotees, they Lo and behold, he cannot stay at the distance of the mustard seed. But what happened? He's thrown her back. He looks at it carefully. Says a magical bow, what is it? What is it? What is it? Tries again. And the vibrations of that bow will throw him down. The devotees look at him, the big Manasur is defeated and ashamed of himself. He leaves the devotees and goes on from there. Ashamed, Manasur ashamed. Ravan approaches the devotees and there puts fear in the heart of those princes. Some scamper out and in fear the devotees, he throws them out. And what happened is that hearing that Ravana approach, King Janak was fearful. Ravana has come here, what can we do? But the Swayambar is open to all. Swayambar is open to all. Ravana scares those princes because they know what he can do. He has subdued the heavens, the earth and the nether worlds. Here Janak is praying, oh my Lord, please don't let this happen, don't let this happen. Hey Prabhu, oh Sunaina, let it not be. Even in the heavens, looking down from the celestial cars, the devotees are all praying, let it not be, let it not be. Ravan looked at Sita, Sita, today you will go to Lanka with me. You will be my first queen. Sita, the devotees blushes, hoping it will not be. Although he was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, and this bow was granted by Lord Shiva, Ravan bowed to the bow. Devotees looking at it as being simple, ordinary, but could he in all his glamour, all his ego, what is happening there? The vibrations of that bow is so powerful, it causes him to be set back, trying again and again and again. He is fearful and ashamed of himself. I have lived in Kailash, but what is wrong? Why can't I live this bow? Why? Tried on many occasions there devotees. Ravan came up, stirred that bow of apostasy, distance. Devotees, trying again, it throws him aback. And in all shame, the king of Lanka leaves Lanka with his with his head down. King Janak will approach to meet them, bowing at the sage's feet, receiving his blessing, and being introduced to Ram and Lakshman. And in the heart of King Janak, he said, oh Lord, let Ram break this bow, let Ram break this bow. When they all saw him there, they saw him as the exact match for Sita. Devotees, even Sita herself was blushing. Sunaina was praying, oh Lord, let it be, let Shri Ram break this bow, let him break this bow. And devotees, with the consent of Vishwamitra, Shri Ram received permission. Look at humility in the Lord. Humility conquers all. The Lord could have said, I am God and I am going to do my bidding. And no, he seeks permission from his master. And referring that great bow, whilst all were looking, yet still devotees, none will see. In the twinkle of an eye, as the Lord made obeisance to that great bow of Lord Shiva, and as he rose, whilst all were looking, none saw, the Lord lifted that bow, strung it and broke it. Devotees, praise Devotee Prabhu Ramachandra ki, Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki.
The cast of the Sangrigrandi Ramlila consists of 175 players. What makes us unique? Of the 175 players, 100 to 120 are children, mostly students of the Sangrigrandi Hindu Primary School. These children portray the roles of Lord Ram and King Rawan's soldiers. During the course of our Ram Leela celebrations, these children at such a tender age are seen actively involved even on the center stage depicting various scenes. As our children grow in Ram Leela, they ascend to major roles. Devanand Ramsubag started Ram Leela as a soldier and played many other major roles. He is presently our King Rawan. His two children Neela and Rajiv are following in his footsteps. Kabir Badalu also started as a soldier and later portrayed the role as Lord Ram. Elena Jagannath played as Lord Ram's soldier and now holds the role of Savory. Shiva Daniel started as Lord Ram's soldier and later played many major roles. Shiva went on to portray the role of Lord Ram. Dinesh Daniel started Ram Leela as Lord Ram's soldier at the tender age of 3. Later he moved to other major roles. He is currently portraying the role of Lakshman. Satesh Prasad is seen here as a young general in Lord Ram's army. He later moved to other major roles and is now our Lord Ram. Hemati Singh played as Lord Ram's soldier and later was promoted to Queen Sumitra.
Using the expertise of Calamine. Said it did 112 miles of bridge. The second day 160 miles. The third day 168 miles. The fourth day 176. And on the fifth day 184. The service of the Lord. Hey, sing it all! King Ram said, let me try one of these rocks and see. But when the Lord threw it, it's time to put these. Then Hanuman told him, he said, from home, there is something that will cause your rock to move and is greater than you. And what is
For the past 30 years, Ramlila in Sangre Grande has grown tremendously on both community and national levels. Over the years, several dignitaries have graced us with their presence at our Ramlila celebrations. Through the National Ramlila Council, the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee displayed Ramlila artifacts and portrayed various scenes at Diwali Nagar festivities.
Yes, The Lord devotees spoke with Jatayu as he explained that there was a female in distress. I tried to help her. He's telling Shri Ram, and that demon devotees named me, fooled me. He cut off my wings and I can no longer move. Oh Prabhu, oh my Lord, I am blessed to see you with my physical eyes at this point. Shri Ram now realizing that it was no other than Sita being abducted. What happened? Shri Ram caressed him. Jatayu said, my Lord, I can no longer exist in this body, but my life is going. Shri Ram said, Jatayu, I can make you back physically fit and strong. Jatayu said, my Lord Prabhu, why should I? At this point when my life is about to leave, I am seeing you with my physical eyes. What greater blessing in life can I have? The Gita explains what is the last impression in the mind at the moment of death that leads the future state of the soul. Look, I have you in my sight, O Lord. Why should I wish for anything further? And so he said, so saying the devotees, Jatayu gave up the water boy with his eyes feasting on the magnetic view of the Lord. Shri Ram, Ramayana explains, with his own hands, prepared a funeral pyre, and their devotees will cremate the remains of that great Jatayu. In the heavenly sphere, celestials looking down from the aerial cars, they showered flowers and praises to those devotees upon Jatayu. Prem se boliye Prabhu Ramachandra ke, Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki.
In the earlier years of Ramlila in Sangre Grande, the costuming committee was headed by Mr. Jairam Simangal, Dr. Premnath Gupta, and Mr. Mukesh Samuel.
Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
From 2008 to present, this committee is being headed by our secretary, Ms. Kamale Ramkisun Daniel. Ms. Kamale, together with another member, Ms. Lynette Lachman, attended a costume workshop hosted by the National Ramlila Council.
Sitaram, I am Kamale Ramkisun Daniel, costume designer of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee. Today we will go behind the scenes to share with you some aspects of our costumes. All our costumes are locally made by the members of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee. We use discarded aluminum sheets as the base for our crowns. These sheets are cut and molded in the desired shape. We also use beads, gems, glitter, decorative edgings and cords, and of course commitment and dedication from our members who work assiduously to get the job done.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
And moving around, he started to burn the city. Rolling Thunder Kasaba is here. Pawan Putra Hanumanji is making havoc in Lankapuri.
The players are members of the Sangre Grande community, hence consisting of a diverse cultural, racial and religious background. Despite this diversity, these players observe all conventions of fasting. They are actively involved in all aspects of preparation for Ramlila.
We have no restrictions regarding race, religion, creed, whatever. Once those are willing to observe the discipline in it, you're welcome. And you will notice for yourself in this committee, you see Negroes playing, okay? We have Muslims playing. We have people who are not Hindus playing, right? But they like the drama, they like the richness of it, and they want to participate, and we allow them.
My name is Botany Philip. I have been involved in Ramlila 25 years now. Ramlila is a way of life. It's open to anybody, right? It only have rules, you know. You have to be fasting, no meat, no alcohol. It's an open air theater. Yeah, as long as you can keep the fast and if you go by the rules, you can come and play. It have no different race or nothing fighting against it. As you can see, it have two African people playing. That is me and a fellow called Gary, and we welcome to the Hindu family. We live as one, We cooperate as one, we eat as one, we sleep as one. So for me, it have no race in it. Understand? I love it. I love the sports, and I feel I will stay in the sports till the master ready for me.
The snoring devotees, the walls were shaking in that palace. He will try devotees to awaken this giant. Umkaran, get up. We need you. Umkaran was snoring so loudly that devotees deafened some of them. They tickled him, they pierced him. Devotees, they tried to budge him. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. They climbed upon him. They danced upon him. Nothing worked. Lo and behold, devotees, Ravan said, I have to get up this giant. To get this giant up, he has to be up to me. Look, one of you, send for the Rolling Thunder Tassa boys. And when the Rolling Thunder Tassa boys came, they gave him some drumming. But will that be of any avail? Devotees, will that be of any avail? But this giant, the sound of the tassa was like a lullaby to him. He slept all soundly. All one a time, he will not get up. No avail, no avail. He had to set down the tassas. It wasn't working. The then Ravan thought, bring some food with some nice aroma. So devotees, they passed it all by his nose. The alcohol by his nose, trying to appease his appetite, to see if they could get him awakened. But devotees, it was a difficult task, a very difficult task. And so devotees, they could get him up halfway. But look at, lo and behold, trouble again. This giant, devotees, will not sit up properly. He was in a daze, drowsy. Trouble, devotees, to get him up. Where is the alcohol? Bring the wine for him. Umkaran devotee said, Ravan Bhai, oh Ravan Bhai, you have come to see me? Ravan said, yes, Umkaran, your brother is here before you. I have come to pay you a visit. Oh, look, trouble again. Devotees, they had problem in getting him up. Umkaran Bhai, Lanka is in trouble. What trouble, brother? Kumkaran is asking him. Oh, brother, Ravan is telling him, we had some death. Surpanka has been made. Wake him up, prop him up, get him up. Surpanka has been made. My son Prahas have died. Akshay Kumar have died. I have brought away a young girl with these two boys who cause a whoop who are more troubling. All of you, get them up. Devotees, it was a problem. They are getting him away. Come on, where is the food? Where is the food? And they bring it for him. And so devotees, getting him supported there. Yeah, Kumkaran. Ravan is telling Kumkaran, two boys with a girl caused all this trouble in Lanka. And I took away this girl and brought her here. And that two brothers called Ram and Lakshman, they have an army of monkeys and they come to Lanka. And they have attacked Lankapuri. Brother, I want you to help me. Kumkaran said, Bhai Ravan, what are you telling me? Brother, don't you know it is wrong? You have taken away another man's wife. That is a sin punishable by death. What wrong have you done? You are very educated and knowledgeable, and this is what you resort to. And so they brought devotees tamasic food. Meat and so on, devotees. He ate his belly full. He drank wine, devotees. Now intoxicated, he looked at his brother and said, "Brother, what are you telling me?" Brother said, "The enemy has attacked Lanka. The enemy has attacked Lanka and I need your help." And Kumkaran Bhai, oh Vibhishan, Kumkaran embraced him, devotees, "Oh brother, it's so nice to see you." And having embraced him, devotees, Kumkaran told him, he said, "Vibhishan, you are with the enemy and I am with my brother. I am going to support my brother in this fight. Should I come across you, I will kill you." And so devotees cutting the cart straight. Kumkaran hugged him once more. Devotees as they parted company. Hanuman came out, devotees, to challenge Kumkaran. Led by Suraj Maharaj, Pawan Putra Hanumanji. A terrible duel ensued between Hanuman and Kumkaran. You will notice the Lord placed that missile upon his bow, invoking the presiding deity. Kumkaran was so big he will cut his body in parts. The head will fall before Ravan. प्रेम से बोलिए प्रभु रामचंद्र के, अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र के।
Traditionally, all caste members in Ramlila were males. Sangri Grandi Ramlila was no exception. When we started Ramlila in 1990, all our players were males. In 1992, females were introduced in the roles of queens. The soldiers remain all males. In 1995, Pandit Bhavnath's daughter, Asha, a toddler then, became the first female soldier. The next year, the committee decided that girls will be allowed to play as soldiers. Of course, this new move by the Sangri Grandi Ramlila committee raised many objections. However, the bold step taken by the committee changed the Ramlila landscape in the country. Today, 30 years later, females are allowed in every aspect of Ramlila across our country. At Sangri Grandi, females are actively involved in Ramlila production, including the papering of the effigy of Ravan, the costumes and props for Ramlila presentation, the cast or the characters, and females also serve on the executive of the committee. Sonia Maharaj is a versatile player of the Sangri Grandi Ramlila committee. She is the first female player to portray a male character. Sonia is seen here in the role of Lord Shiva.
Sitaram, my name is Dev Prasad. I am the Vice President of the Sangri Grandi Ramlila Committee. This presentation is to highlight the process of the construction of the effigy of Ravan. It starts with the selecting and cutting of the bamboo, which signify the start of the Ramlila period and the onset of fasting for all main players. Mr. Devanand Ramsubag is the person who plays the role of King Ravan. He is the main engineer who heads the team of players behind the construction of the effigy. Construction of the frame. The main frame is built with 4 long bamboo. It is placed on a horizontal platform. Approximately 40 bamboo stalks are stripped, then tied together to get the shape. The length is 70 feet, a width of 20 feet from elbow to elbow, and a body thickness of approximately 8 feet. A crown is made separately to be placed on the head, which is highly decorated and has a diameter of 6 feet by 8 feet long. Bagging and papering. Crocus bags are stapled on to cover up all the bamboo, then papering is done. In this process, we use paper sheets 24 inches by 18 inches, which is pasted on with a mixture of flour and water to form a bond. The female in the Ramlila committee are the ones who are tasked to head this part of the project. The effigy is transported on a very long trailer, and there is a parade through the streets of Sangre Grande with main players in costume, children. They are accompanied by music, dance, and tassa. Erecting the effigy. At the end of the parade, it reaches the Ramlila venue. The effigy is erected using a high-up. Also, a backhoe is used to dig 2 holes for the legs, which is placed in the hole 5 feet down for stability. On the same night, the Ramlila scene is centered around King Ravan and his demise. The scene ends with the burning of the 70 feet effigy. In 2012, the committee was tasked by the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha to build a steel Ravan to commemorate our country's 50th independence.
This project was headed by Mr. Dev Prasad with assistance from other committee members.
What will kill him? Ego. When we feel that no one is better than us, it's the beginning of our downfall. That's why humility conquers all. Ravan had gained the powers, possessing 10 heads and 20 hands. He was so devoted, he severed his head and offered it to Lord Shiva in penance. That the Lord blessed him when he's ready, his head will appear with the 20 hands. Subduing the earth, subduing the heavens, subduing the netherworlds. He felt devotees, he was Lord of the universe. Prem se boliye Prabhu Ramchandra ke, Ayodhyapati Ramchandra ke. The devotee of Lord Shiva invited to take the stage with a special dance. Ravan was a great devotee of his. Shankar Bhagavan, together with his spouse Parvati, Shiva blessed him, he looked come to Ravan. Ravan had lifted Kailash in Parvati and Lord Shiva. That was the power that Ravan had. But ego, anger, lust, greed, Kama, Krodha, Batalo, these are the enemies of man. Ravan, a champion in every respect of warfare. The Lord is strong within. Vishnu Bhagwan is an ordinary human being. Sometimes God doubts in his mind of great saints and sages. But the Lord behaves ordinary as he. He had stolen the aerial car from the Lord of Well Kubeir, which was operated on solar energy at such an ancient time. Lord Shiva is performing this dance supported by 2K sound system. Put him in the mood for it. Mahapati, Mahabhevati. That duel continued between Ram and Ravan. So much of innovations this year you see. Beautiful portrayals. Who could have killed Ravan? Nobody except a human or a monkey. That's why the Lord came as a human. And that's why he had an army of monkeys.
the main highlight of Ramlila really is the burning of the Ravan, okay, which takes place on the second to last day. And Ramlila does not finish with the burning of Ravan. It's an 11-day play. It concludes, in fact, the day after the burning of Ravan, which is called the Bharat Milap. And the Bharat Milap is where Shri Ram will return to the city of Ayodhya after killing Ravan, and there will be coronated as the king of Ayodhya Puri. Now, on that day, the community is very much involved because we gather at the mandir. I should also tell you that even if such disciplines are necessary, that all players go to the temple before the Ramlila actually begins. They offer worship and adoration to all the various divinities seeking their blessing. On this day of the Bharat Milap, all main players and the children, student players and so on especially, who played with Shri Ram, they will assemble at the temple, the mandir, doing devotion and giving thanks. And whilst doing so, the community becomes involved because the streets are lit with diyas. And these are where we have all those who played with King Ravan, and members of the community get involved in lining the streets with the diyas and keeping them alight, so that when after performing devotion in the mandir, we will then leave the mandir, coming back to the plain arena, which in our case is the grounds of the Sangre Grande Hindu School on Rousseau Street, and thereby they enter into Lanka. Sita then goes through that test where she is placed into the fire, and afterwards they leave for the city of Ayodhya Puri. In that respect, what happened, realizing that Shri Ram was returning, the news had reached because Hanuman had came before. Bharat informed the queens, and they made all preparation and beautified the city of Ayodhya for the return of Shri Ram. And there and thereby, our Ramlila climaxes and concludes on that night, when you have the coronation of Shri Ram as the king of Ayodhya, Sita as the queen of Ayodhya, and you have all the others, the princes, regent prince, first prince, second prince, third prince, and so on, Ram Rajya. When this has been done by Guru Vashish and the coronation has taken place, then our Ramlila thereby comes to an end. And we end our Ramlila in jubilation with a cultural program, with songs and dances and tasa, all of a religious nature. So this is an idea of our Ramlila in Trinidad at the Sangre Grande Hindu School, all having taken place by the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee.
From the inception of Ramlila, an award ceremony was organized by the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee, where players were presented with certificates of participation. Several years later, trophies were awarded to outstanding players in addition to the certificates. Years later, an anonymous kind donor sponsored tokens to each player. In 2014, after discussions with the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee, this pious individual sponsored trophies to all 175 players. This kind gesture continues to be extended over the years to the players of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee.
Sitaram. My name is Lennox Biraj Daniel. I am the president of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee. The Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee is a branch of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha of Trinidad and Tobago. The branch number is 66. The Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee is also a member of the National Ramlila Council of Trinidad and Tobago. The Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee has the largest number of players of any Ramlila committee in Trinidad. Right? Our number of players is 175, and if you add the support staff, that takes us well over 200 persons involved in the Sangre Grande Ramlila. Our presentation is one of an open-air theater which spans 11 days. Right? It's a very costly venture to have this presentation made. For this presentation, as an average cost of each year, over 450,000 Trinidad and Tobago dollars. And the cost starts with the preparation of the grounds, the cutting of the bamboo, the transporting of the bamboo, the erecting of the different stages. We have the reading shed, which is the command center, the Palace of Ayodhya, Sri Lanka, the Tassa stage and all, and our center stage, which measures 24 feet by 16 feet. Our costuming, or the construction of the effigy of Ravan, the lighting, all this is very costly. For each night of play, we have meals and treat for each players. This is a very costly venture. And we want to say a special appreciation for the business community of Sangre Grande who contribute towards this venture. Also special mention, without the support of the following persons and groups, this presentation wouldn't have been possible over the years. We say a special thank you to the Ministry of Culture of Trinidad and Tobago, which gives the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee a small grant every year. The Sangre Grande Regional Corporation, the National Quarries, the suppliers for the sand, Beshcrete Limited, also for the sand, Prison Enterprises Limited for sponsorship of effigy of Ravan, and that cost is over $60,000 to produce a effigy of Ravan, over 70 feet tall. The Indian High Commission, recently they started to give Sangre Grande Ramlila a small grant. We say thank you. I say thank you on behalf of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee. We really appreciate it. And many other individuals who have contributed towards this religious, highly religious, and open air presentation and drama. We say thank you, and on behalf of the Sangre Grande Ramlila Committee, it's my pleasure, and to say a special thank you also to the Ayodhya Institute for asking us, for requesting the Sangre Grande Ramlila to be a part of this historic presentation during our COVID pandemic period. We say thank you on behalf of Sitaram.
Today, with the cutting of the bamboo, well, the players begin to fast from today as the effigy of Ravan will begin construction.
And that here is the
body there.
The body.
The hand. The total length of this right now will be about 73 feet.
73 feet?
Building the effigy of Ravan is so important because it's going to be good signifying the good over evil, positive over negativity. Alright, so clasp your hands and meditate on Shri Ram and the sun, Surya Bhagwan. Pavitro, Pavitro, Namo Vigana Vinashanaya Namaha. Then Lord Rama, we ask his blessings. We are going to perform this divine drama.
First we just had to line up the bamboo then, square it up, and from there the framing starts. Start with putting on the 2x2, the lat sanding, all like these, the made the ring, and from there we just start to bamboo it. Like to wattle it up, close up the space.
Around?
All the way around, yeah. And after that we just put feedback, then paper it, and then paint. Finish could be about 69 feet.
So you are like the understudy for the construction of the effigy of Ravan?
Yeah.
All right. Unchi, what's the size of the Ramlila group in Sangli Grandi here?
About 400 people. All right. Ramlila is one of the biggest, one of the best.
And what were you playing there? What were you playing?
Surya.
Like only one day? So you have 9 other days to play. So where go the other days? Just around what? To the guy?
But from character, and this is our main character role. Agni Devata, Vatu Devata, Surya Devata, Chandrama Devata, Vasu Devata, Aditya Devata, Maruto Devata, Vishwa Deva Devata, Brahma Devata, Inyam, Prem se boli Agni Devata ki jai.
They are independent colors. And every day before we begin our play, we will sing our national anthem. In the fires of hope and the burn, with the boundless faith in our destiny. Out to terrorize him as you're going to see. Here they are trying, the stage is trying to contain his anger. Vishwamin made up his mind. I will go to Ayodhya Puri and seek the company of Ram and Lakshman. Dasarath is speaking to the great sage, that old sage Vishwamitra. How blessed am I to have your feet walk into my palace. Please allow Ram and Lakshman to come with me. There are demons in the forest. How can I send them with you? Guru Vashish came to the kingdom. Dasarath, what is the problem? Why are you sad? Gurudev, how can I send Ram and Lakshman? They are young boys. Do not lament at this situation, but send them with the sage. Dasarath did not question the words of the Guru, but instantly called Sumant. That, oh Sumant, please go and fetch for me Ram and Lakshman. O Rama Lakshman, our king, your father has sent for you. And so, as obedient sons, instantly they left. Ram Lakshman, they are leaving now with says Vishwamitra, where they will protect his yajna. Dasarath humbles to the feet of his Guru. Guru Dev. We are so happy in the city of Ayodhya. Now that the four brothers are married, I would like to see Sri Ram's coronation. Guru Vashisht said, oh yes, definitely. Oh my ministers, I have called you here this morning in an urgent meeting that I have the desire to give the throne to Lord Rama. That tomorrow is the best time for coronation. I want you to get busy and make haste. Beautify the city of Ayodhya. Suman, you must go and inform the entire city of Ayodhya. Ram will be coronated king of King Dasarath is going to coronate Ram as king tomorrow. My queen, please sit. Please sit and listen to me carefully. Because I am your loyal servant. Whatever you wish for, I will grant it to you. You remember once long ago on the battlefield when I saved you in that war? You promised me and reserved 2 boons. My first boon is that instead of coronating Ram, the king of Ayodhya, you must coronate my son Bharat. And secondly, I don't want Ram in Ayodhya. You have to send him in exile for 14 years. Oh Kekahi, how could you ask for such a boon? Father, I will honor these words of yours. Fear not, Bharat will take the throne and I will leave for exile. And here, how can he bow to her? He leaves devotees. Dasarath kept uttering that name. Ha Ram, Hari Ram, He Ram, Prabhu Ram, O Ram, He Ram. And devotees, the life left the mortal coil. Please go and inform Guru Vashisht and the others. A city of joy is now in a city of sorrow. And there she begins to tell him that, oh Bharat, I have asked for you to be the king. Very, very upset devotees of this. At that time, mantra devotees, in line with what to do when the time will come. It is the only sure thing in life. That, oh Bharat, he has asked that you be the king and that you must accept sin. Ayodhya cannot go on as a ship without a captain. Bharat bowed to his Guru. He said, Guru Dev, as a loyal disciple of yours, I am not supposed to question your command. But Guru Dev, please forgive me. I cannot accept the throne of Ayodhya. It is not my rightful place. That we should go to where Shri Ram is and beg him to come back and take the throne. Last night I dreamt Bharat is coming. Now he wants to come to get us. My Prabhu, what can we do? Sita, if that dream of yours is true, I will deal with Bharat personally. See the Lord, Bharat ran to his feet and fell down prostrated, Sastang Dandvat, flat on his belly. Oh Bharat, how have I missed you? Have I missed you for so long? He bows to Shri Ram. My mission here is to ask you to come back to Ayodhya and accept the throne of Ayodhya. I will give you my sandals, which you will place on the throne of Ayodhya. He placed them upon his head. they are going to continue moving further into the forest. But as he was about to fall on the feet of the Lord, Shri Ram himself prostrated unto the feet of the Lord. Devotees, Atri welcomed Shri Ram, Lakshman and Sita to the ashram. They sat together discussing on the fundamentals and principles of dharma. And as, let me give you an armor. This armor is going to protect you. Oh Ram, oh what a beautiful one. Look at me, I'm queen of the forest. Go to my brother Ram. Probably he'll give me your request. Now she rushed at Sita. And when she rushed at Sita, Lakshman put up her nose and hairs, naming her. And he and his brother, both of them, they tried to seduce me. And when I refused, oh Karo Dushra! What will happen? Lakshman, I want you to take Sita and hide her in a cave. And I am going to deal with them single-handedly. Soldiers of Shri Rama shouted, using various methods of combat, missiles were sent devotees by these generals. Shri Ram is facing these generals, Kardushan and Krishna, accompanied by 14,000 trained soldiers. General by the name of Kar let loose that fatal shot which devotees brought against him. Open with the gate of a young elephant. The Lord in the human body, walking around with these Rakshasas. It was time to bring him down. Invoking the presiding deity, Krishna. Follow
दिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जब कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाँ दे कवि को विद कह सके कहाँ जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस दिगलोक उजागर जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस दिगलोक उजागर जय.
Shri Ram and Lakshman will be passing this way looking for Sita. And you who are blessed with telescopic eyes will be able to tell where she is. And when you give that good news to the Lord, your wings will once more go back. His wings began to grow and they became physically fit once more. Sita is in the Ashok gardens of Lanka. When you were small, you were taken again, you were asked to come to Ayodhya, where you played with Shri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan. One morning, when you were still a toddler, when you made one leap and headed towards the sun, Indra seen this creature, not knowing who it was, struck you on your face, you fainted and fell to the ground. Your father, the wind god, was so angry, he stopped all air from circulation. He decided to release the air only when certain boons were granted to you. Jai Shri Ram! Jai! Sri Ram! And every time he called that name, devotees, he just grew and grew and grew. Now today, I am going to eat you. How can you eat me? Look how big I am. She began to open her mouth wider and wider and wider. Hanuman ducked inside and came out back. Even before she could drop her upper jaw. You can't eat me. They're gonna start to fall. Hanuman dropped the ring Sri Ram gave to her. But when she looks at it, she realized, it is the ring of my Lord. How can this be? This is some trick. Hanumanji jumped down before her. Mother, it is I who dropped that ring. He says, I am the servant of your master Sri Ram. And when she realized, yes, he was no other than a true devotee of the Lord, she felt courage in her heart. How is my Lord? Tell me what condition is he in? Sri Ram is suffering from your separation. We have been searching for you until eventually we realized you were here. I'm a bit hungry right now, Mother. She said, okay, well, if any you see an enemy ground and so on, you can take up and eat, that's all right. He climbed that tree, shook down the fruits, and started to eat. He now, having him subdued, brought him before the court of Ravan. Come on here, you monkey! But the devotees was trouble to get him on the stage too. Subduing him, brought him before the court of Ravan. This is the monkey causing all this trouble. You stole Sita, you abducted her and brought her to Lanka. You insolent monkey, you come here as my guru to teach me. Let me light this still a fire. We go carry for parade to the town. And let me see how well he'll do with his steel on fire. Look, all they bring cloth, bring oil, and bring them wrap his steel. If you give back Sita, seek forgiveness. You will remain king of Lanka. And starting the sun, he started the border of the houses. He started the border of the houses. Sri Ram is asking, Hanuman, please tell me, come sit by me, tell me, how is Sita? She's pining in separation from you. Prabhu, my advice is, make haste, don't waste time, and let's see how we can go to Lanka. Put aside that arrogance. It's only a big man will bow and say that he's sorry. You praising the enemy? Well, then go to the enemy. And Ravan hit him one kick and throw him out. Go to the enemy if you my enemy. If Ram is your friend, go to him. Hanuman is saying, Shri Ram, I know Vibhishan is your devotee. Hanuman went forth to meet him, embracing each other. Hanumanji ushered him into the camp. Vibhishan is in camp with Shri Ram. Oh Jambavan, I understand in the army that there are two brothers, Nal and Neel. Can you fetch them for me? Jambavan quickly called upon Nal and Neel, who came and bowed before their Lord. We understand that anything you touch can float. And we are thinking of building a floating bridge 800 miles with your engineering skills. Shri Ram said, let me try one and see. When Shri Ram threw that rock, the rock sank devotees. Hanuman, there is something greater than you. Of all your names, the name Ram will be the greatest. He began to write that name on the rocks. Ram and Ram. Unaki janata hai jagabeka pisankata mojana namati haro. Unaki janata hai jagabeka pisankata mojana namati haro. And then he gave it to Shri Ram. That rock floated. Jai Shri Ram. Prabhu, please my Lord, please heed to good counsel. Ravan is saying, I don't know why only ladies so. Only like to worry. I am the king of Lanka. I am Lankesh, the invincible. Yes, Angad reached Lanka. Angad started to marvel at the beauty of the place. Global fasting and discipline. I am the son of Bali. I have come here as an emissary of peace. Give back Sita and just say sorry, that's all you have to do. Little monkey, you come here to threaten me in Lanka. I am going to put my foot on the ground here. And if anybody could move this foot, you could keep Sita and we'll call off the war. Of them, Rawan, you see what I tell you? And this is only one monkey, millions of them like me coming. I need dog, we need dog right now. He come out the house with the doctor carrying Sri Lanka. We have a terrible situation here. Lakshman, the brother of Sri Ram, our master, has been wounded by Meghna. Terrible state. This javelin has done a lot of damage. Go to get this herb and bring it before morning. Oh, Pavanaputra, do everything in your power to get this herb before morning tide. Traveling, you are so far, you carefully. When the boat is, he was passing over Ayodhya. When Bharat was in Nandigram, I have no choice, but I must go to my brother Kumkaran. The Kumkaran devotees has been sleeping for 6 months. Ravan is to meet Kumkaran. And so the brothers came. Oh, Kumkaran, Prahas has died. Akshay Kumar, I have come for your head, Kumkaran. Feed this demon. And all this food was brought there. The children. So the devotees and Kumkaran comes out. First he needs. Hanumanji devotees engages in a duel with Kumkaran. Duel. This giant has caused enough havoc. I have made this promise to rid the earth. Samoriya Prabhu Ramachandra Ki. Ayodhya Prabhu Ramachandra Ki. It was a master black magic and sorcery, illusion. It stops before they come. And what is it? He cuts off the head of Sita before Shri Ram and holds him up in blood to death. When Shri Ram saw that, Shri Ram fainted away. This is an illusion of Meghna. Special sacrifice. It's going to torture him. But when you're doing penance, you must not get angry. He will try his best not to get angry. But the devotees. Resorting the devotees to his bow and taking out that special missile, invoking the presiding deity over him. So what happened here? This guy is his vision. Very quietly and secretly, Ayiravan slipped through. Hanuman thought it was vision late coming into camp. Ayiravan kidnapped Ram and Lakshman with the power of sorcery. Prem Samoriya Prabhu Ramachandra. The chant is time to popularize. Early next morning when they got up in the camp of Shri Ram. The Lord speak, my Lord. I implore you, I beg you, please listen to me. This is my last resort. Laughing haughtily, have you forgotten? I am the king of Lanka. In 40 days. Master shoot missile. Missiles that will cut him off. Their hands began to I am the king of Lanka. पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय, आर शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय. Sita, with that fire lip, will bow to the feet of the Lord, step into that fire, and devotees, that substitute form will be consumed, and the pure Mother Sita, Lakshmi of the universe, who will worship at Diwali time, is going to emerge. It is the pure Lakshmi Mata. Jai. This devotees is the Mahalakshmi that appeared. I want you to go to Ayodhya and see if Bharat devotees is willing to accept. Other than that, if he is not, I am telling you that I will not return to Ayodhya. How is my brother? Has he asked for me? What has happened with the war? Please tell me. How is Sita? How is Lakshman? Did he revive? What is his condition? Bharat, I will waste no time but return to my Lord and explain to him your eagerness for his return. Bharat was happy as he jumped for joy and hugged Hanumanji. Oh, Pavanaputra, blessed are you, blessed are you. What's about this body of yours? If it does not have Ram, then it's useless. Hanuman said, my friend, definitely. Well then tell me, Hanuman, do you have him in you? Hanuman dug it into his chest, ripped it open his chest. With blood dripping here, the audience was able to see Ram, Lakshman and Sita shining within his heart. That womb devotees healed as if nothing had happened. Yet to have in your house with Ram and Sita on the throne, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrughan on the side, and you have Hanuman at the feet of Shri Ram.
Right.